Hey, it's BNFF, and we're here with another new segment called Heavyweights. Heavyweights is kind of anything that's occurring in the practices, workouts, any of those kind of news that happen in those events. And either they've happened in a practice, they even happened in a workout, they could relate with injuries, starting jobs, anything along those lines. The first news I have is that Dwayne Bowe this week signed his franchise tender, so he's no longer holding out for the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's good news for you Chiefs fans, I'm sure. In the surprising news for the Steelers, Mendenhall came off the PUP list this week in practice. He will be returning to practice next week, I believe, but he has been taken off the physically unable to perform list. As for the Dolphins, they said Ryan Tannehill will get the start again this week. He won the starting job over David Garrard this week in practice. He looked very well. As for you Titans fans, Coach came out and said that TJ2K, or Chris Johnson, whatever you want to call him, will get more snaps against the Buccaneers to kind of show that he can carry the ball, as he had a struggling week last week. Cleveland Browns fans will probably be happy to hear that the Browns have stopped the Colt McCoy trade talks for right now. So we'll have to kind of see how that goes for him. He did really well last week for them. For Urlacher, for your Bears fans, probably not be too good news, is that he might be out longer than what he expected. His knee isn't healing from surgery like the doctors were thinking, so he might be out longer than what they thought at first. Titans fans, Jake Locker is still expected to start for your game. Hasselbeck and him have been battling the entire week. They weren't sure. Hasselbeck had a good practice in the middle week that kind of confused if they were going to start him or not. But Locker kept the starting job in the end, and he will be the starter this week. And for the Olympian Dimps, although he practiced with the Bills, the Patriots have talked about signing him to a deal, so we'll have to see if he gets signed on. Bill Belichick thinks very highly of him and that he will help out the team. And in my final news, I have that the Seattle Seahawks will be giving Terrell Owens a lot of snaps. And very early on, is what Pete Carroll came out and said in practice this week, is that T.O. will be looking really well, and that they'll try to get him out there early in this upcoming game. As for that, that's pretty much all the news I have for this week. Stay tuned next week for another episode of this. We got Soaring NFL tomorrow, so I hope you keep tuned. I hope you keep watching. So thanks for watching this one.